Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel, and if you are a new subscriber, I welcome you. If you want to learn how to cut and make an elastic waistband for joggers or cargo joggers just like this, then this video is for you. Make sure to watch the video. If you are new to the channel, subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up if it's very helpful. Now to achieve this, after you might have finished joining your joggers, as seen in this video, I'm done joining these joggers. I'm going to be dropping the tutorial. It's here kind of a long one, so I'm going to be dropping the cutting and then the sewing separately. But right now, I am done joining these joggers, and the next thing I'm going to do in order to achieve my elastic waistband is to measure the waist all round. So I'm going to be measuring the waist all round like so. So measure with me, measure with me. So you measure from one end to the other hands. You measure from one point and then you make sure that your measurement end at that same point where you started from. So, and that is what I am doing right here. So now I am done measuring and I have 46 inches. That is my waist, my hip measurement, and that's what I used to cut out this jogger. So I have 46 inches all round. You can also measure it across, like this, and that's going to give me 23 inches to save time. But I just wanted to measure it all around so I can get the accurate measurement. Exactly. So after doing that, the next thing you're going to be doing is to cut out your waistband. You will agree with me that in some joggers that you see, most of the time they normally use the fabric, but sometimes you see some they'll use a rib. What is a rib? A rib is what that fabric you use for the neck of a t-shirt. The one that is used for the neck of a t-shirt, the one that is used for the ankle, the wrist of a sweatshirt or hoodie. So this is what it looks like. We have different colors. I'm going to be showing you different colors as we go on in this sewing journey. So right now you can as well use this as your waistband for your joggers. Most of the time they use it, but this is not what we're going to be doing today. We are going to be working with our fabric, and to achieve a waistband as seen in the beginning of this video. So now let's get right into it. I'm just going to pick the remaining fabric, and what I'm going to be doing is to measure out my 46 inches. Is to measure out my 46 inches. So right now I'm trying to cut it on fold. So automatically I'm going to be measuring 23 inches, which is half of 46 inches. So I'm going to be cutting it on fold for easy cutting. So I'm just going to measure if it's up to 23 inches, it's not up to. So I'm reconfirming again to see if it's up to. I think it's up to 23 inches now. So if I open it up, it's going to give me 46 inches. So after doing that, I'm just going to take, that is the length of the joggers, but for the wideness I'm going to be using 5 inches because I'm going to be using 2 inches elastic for this waistband. So by the time I fold my waistband into two, I'm going to be getting 2.5, right? So the 2 inches for elastic casing and half of an inch is to join it and attach it to the waist of the joggers. So I'm just going to measure the 5 inches all round to get a straight line. You can see what I am doing in the video. I'm trying to reconfirm the 5 inches all the way so I can get a straight waistband. So I am cutting it now. So I'm just trying to trim out excess, some excess that is pointing out. I'm just trying to trim it out so I can get a straight band. And yes, our waistband is ready. So we have it 46 inches long and 5 inches wide. So this is our elastic. This is the elastic I'm going to be using. So for this elastic, I'm going to cut half of the waistband, which is 23 inches, and I'm going to be adding 4 inches to it, and that will give me 27 inches long. So I'm going to be cutting 27 inches long of the waist of elastic band, and that's what I'm going to be using for this waistband. You can see the wideness is 2 inches, and the half of an inch remaining is what we use to sew it down. So now I'm sitting on my machine, and the next thing I'm going to be doing is to join the two ends of the band, the waistband that I cut. You can see. So I'm going to be joining the two ends like so, as seen in the video. Do the same thing for your own. So make sure you sew it down very well. Make sure it's tight. So after joining the two ends like that, I'm going to also pick my elastic band and hold it down this way. I won't hold it down the way I hold my waistband. I'm just going to make sure it's cycle. I'm going to, oh, don't hold it like this. Don't hold it down like this. Stitch it down this way. Is that clear? Make sure both ends are overlapping each other. Is it her or is overlapping each other, whichever way? So I stitch it down very well. Stitch it down very well so that it won't, your elastic will not rip off when you are stretching it. Is that clear? So cut from the machine, cut the thread. Then after doing that, you can see, so you're going to pick your waistband now, our original waistband, and you're just going to fold it into two. Watch my hand. See what I'm doing with my hand. I hope you can see that. Make sure you fold it into two equal parts. Into two equal parts. I'm sorry that part is not showing, but I'm going to bring it back. You can see. You make sure you fold it into two equal parts, like so as seen in the video. You can see I've done that for all. Make sure everything is folded into two all round. So after doing that, then you're going to, I hope you can see. So you're going to be picking your elastic band, elastic, and then you're just going to put it in the middle of your waistband. Can you see? You pick your elastic band and put it in the middle. After after folding the waistband itself into two, then you carry the elastic and put it in the middle of the waistband as seen in the video, and then you put it under your machine. Remember, the extra half of an inch that I told you is what we are going to be sewing to hold, to make sure to secure the elastic band. Yes, you're going to be sewing on that half of an inch to secure the elastic band inside the waistband. You can see. So don't sew on the elastic, please. Do not sew on the elastic. If you sew on the elastic, it will not stretch, and that way it won't be able to contain the entire waistband. Remember, the waistband is far longer than the elastic band. The waistband is 46 while the elastic band is 27. So don't sew on the elastic, sew at the tiny end, which is half of an inch of the waistband. So then you keep sewing all the way. Just keep sewing like this as seen in the video. So continue sewing. So when you find out that the elastic band is already exhausted, is almost exhausted, you just pull it out this way. You see the way what I did here? Just, make a scrunch. Make scrunchies now by pulling the elastic band out. That's why I said you should not sew on it, because if you sew on it, you won't be able to pull the elastic band this way. So pull the elastic band, you can see. Keep doing that. Keep repeating that till you are done enclosing the elastic band inside the waistband. So continue sewing. I'm going to show us the entire video and see that the band was able to contain and enter into the waistband. So continue doing that. Just continue pulling it out like that. And after I was done doing that, this is what I have. You can see this is what I have. And then to achieve the two lines of this waistband, you're going to be top stitching on it. So when you are top stitching on it, don't drag the bubbles like this. No, don't do it. Leave the bubbles alone. Leave the bubbles alone. Just pull it like this. Pull it with the bubbles. Are you seeing what I'm doing here? Just pull the waistband with the bubbles. Don't don't drag the bubbles. Pull the waistband. You can see the way I pull the waistband together. If you drag it, you will not achieve that rumpleness of the bubbles at the end of this thing. You won't. Do you understand? So just keep doing that. Don't do it. Don't tamper with the ruffles. Just stretch out or pull the band with the bubbles as seen in the video. So you do it all the way around for the upper part, and then you come to the down part and do the same thing. You just sew maybe like half of an inch away from the beginning, and when you come to the down part, you sew with half of an inch as well. Continue doing that. You see the way I was pulling it the other time. So continue pulling the band. So you go do the same thing for the down part. So after I was done doing the same thing for the down part, here is what we have. This is what our band look like. You can see this is how to achieve this waistband here. Guys, if this video has been helpful, give this video a thumbs up and turn on your notification bell, as we're going to be dropping different videos on how to cut and sew basic requests such as joggers, sweatshirt, hoodie, round neck, with customizing v-neck, body contour, body con gown, everything. So stay with us. So this is how you attach it to your joggers. This is how you attach it to your joggers. So you can start from anywhere. So you pull your joggers inside out. Can you see? Make sure it's inside out. Bring your joggers inside out and then place the waistband on it like this, in such that the waistband is actually having the right side outside. So make sure that the waistband is facing the right side of your joggers as seen in the video. Then you put it like this and then you start sewing. So this is how you attach it to your joggers. You can weave the waistband first, weave the joggers itself before attaching it to each other, or after attaching the band to the waist, you can then weave both together. So now put it under the sewing machine and start sewing. So when you're sewing, please make sure, be conscious of where you sew on the elastic band. Is either you sew directly on it or you just move like 0.2 inward, so that sewing will not be showing when you're done sewing. Attaching the the band to the waist of the joggers. Is that clear? So what you're going to be doing is now you will start stretching out the waistband so that it will contain the waist. Remember that while we put our elastic inside the waistband, it has shrinked. So it has shrinked. So in this case, you need to start pulling is it pulling or stretching, any one of it, stretching the waistband. You need to start stretching immediately you start sewing it. Start stretching as seen in the video. You can see my hand, you can see the way I'm stretching it out so that it will contain the entire waist line of the joggers. So you continue sewing. If you can see clearly, you will see that I am sewing like 0.1, 0.2 away from where I sew on the band when I was enclosing it. I'm sewing few inch 0.2 away from that line. Is that clear? So continue doing that. Make sure you do that all round. Do it all round as seen in the video. That way it's going to contain the whole waist. It's going to be sitting perfectly on your waist as well. So do it all around as seen in the video. And this is what you get. I don't know, my camera went back to, I think, landscape or whatever here. So this way, after joining it, you're just going to weave. You're going to weave it all round the joining part. You're going to be weaving everything. You can replicate the same thing for the ankle. Yes, is it ankle now? Or you just fold by maybe 1 inch, and then you can then insert elastic for the down part. That's what I'm saying. I mean for the ankle, but for the waist, this is how you do it. And this is our joggers here.